all through the backwoods of Florida. So I couldn't, I had to do all of this while I was driving, so I wasn't trying to type titles and all of that. It was hard, enough mess just getting it on. But anyway, so we're on 95 South right now. We got about an hour to the homie's house. So yeah, we on the road. We on 95 South, man. 95 South. Yeah, all the way over here, man. Oh, there's another Buc-ee's right there. I'm gonna wait till I get down by him. All right, hey, so we're going through Daytona Beach right now. I didn't know I was right here in Daytona. Shout out Daytona Beach. I've been here before. I've been here a couple times actually. I came here, man, it's been some years back, but I came here and tattooed. I came to Bike Week. I hit up Bike Week, then I hit Biketoberfest. Not one right after the other. Which one did I go to? One of them. Okay. Whichever, I can't remember which one has the NASCAR race right around the same time, but it's either Bike Week or Biketoberfest. You know, Bike Week is like in the beginning of the summer, I think, and Biketoberfest is in October or whatever. I want to say Bike Week. I don't remember, but one of them after, man, blazed down and went to Key West. Went down to Key West, man, and yeah, I actually took pictures and everything, but I don't even know where those things is at. But yeah, so I've been here before. I've been all the way down. You know, when you go all the way down, you get to, they got the thing that says like the southernmost point in the United States. That little red, what is it? I don't know, like a water, I don't know, whatever it is, but yeah, right there. Ben took a picture there, and, went there and got the picture well, I don't have a picture to prove it, but I took a picture there. I went there. So, yeah, man. But yeah, that was a cool little area. I just drove through the little shortcuts or whatever to get to the interstate, to get to 95 South from 75. Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. But we are headed south towards Miami. Of course, we're not going to Miami. We're going to go to Cocoa Beach. That's where we're going right now. We're going to Cocoa Beach. That's before Melbourne, so we're going to stop and see. We're going to stop and see the homie first. And then when I get there, I'm going to call up my cuz, or shoot him a message, let him know, hey, man, I'm in the vicinity, big dog. Vicinity. I'm in the vicinity. Did I say vicinity? I'm in the vicinity, man. Anyway, yeah, we'll hit him up. Let him know I'm in the area. And then I'm gonna hit up the other homie too. I'm gonna hit up the other homie too that's in what do you say, Fort Pierce. Anyway, we'll hit him up, let him know I'm in the area, and hopefully, I know it's last minute, but hopefully we can link up with him too. And I've actually seen him since I've been out of college. He actually, I was working at this tattoo shop, and he blazed in there one day, man. Showed up in there one day. Like, when I first started working or whatever. That's why it didn't quite work out there, but that's cool, you know what I mean? Clean shop, clean tattoos and stuff, But yeah, God had another plan for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got me at the perfect spot right now. Right? and when we was driving through, when I was driving through, man, my internet started shutting off, and I could see the thing freezing up. So I just said, hey man, instead of fighting it, because I noticed like when the stream cuts off and it gets back going, man, I won't see any chat messages. You know, maybe like later on or something, if I happen to check, then I'll see people was commenting, but you know, I won't even know about it. So I just said, man, I'll just restart it. Okay, we got 71 miles. Look, Ron John Surf Shop in Cocoa Beach. It says 71 miles to Cocoa Beach. So, but yeah, but as far as Miami though, I never went down in Miami. I seen Miami from the interstate. But look, when we was down there, like at that time, when I rode there, like, man, when you work at one of those festivals like that, man, look, by the end of the week, especially a week-long one, look, I'm not joking, that's how your hand wants to fall off. It feels like it wants to fall off. But look, that's how I started, that's where I started getting the seed money at to open up my shop up there. That's where it started. Plus I've made some hustles, like I flipped a car too or something. Oh, that Mustang, that's what it was. That 67 Mustang. I didn't want to get rid of that car, man. Oh, it's the nicest 67 I ever had, but man, yeah, one of those things, you know. But anyway, that's how I made the money. I think I made, I don't know, you see these artists on Instagram now, man, they be getting their money for a tattoo. Hey, shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? The stuff I can't remember no names. Hey, what's his name? Raphael Tats. I've been watching that youngster, man, putting out some good work. But anyway, the prices, the prices are nothing, but man, you work, what did I make? I want to say like $7,000-8,000 or something like that for the week, you know. But look, trust me, you earn it. I mean, you're working hard and playing hard. I don't see how I did that so much like how I used to do. But I mean, literally tattoo all day though. Man, listen, and you start and look, boom, 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 somebody's banging on the trailer door, you know, because we got these, you know, with air conditioner and all of that, everything you need for a shop. But we were sleeping in there too when you're out at these festivals. I didn't even have a hotel available, but man, fools would be banging on the door at like 9 a.m. I'm talking about like wake you up banging on the door, and that's exactly how it starts right there, man. You're up and like brushing teeth, whatever, quick, boom, and then you're tattooing, and then probably till like, man, anywhere from probably midnight, you know, was like the average. And every day, you're doing that every day. And I'm talking about, man, I mean, depends on the size. I mean, it could only be 5-6 tattoos, but it could be like 12, 13 tattoos, you know, like a day. And the tattooing's the easy part, you know, but it's all the stuff you got to do in between, all the breaking up, I mean, setting up, breaking down, you know, stencils, blah, blah, you know, it's just a lot of, you're working. So anyway, after that, man, I wasn't, you know, none of us was trying to be down in Miami partying, man. We went down to, it wasn't we went to Key West, but we stayed like a key back up or something. What was it? Let's see, it's the key. I don't remember which key it was. 1 or 2 keys up, you know, they have like a HOA campground thing, you know, right there on the water. So boom, we stayed right there on the ocean, man, campground, all set up and everything. We just went down there and kicked it for, you know, what do we do? Maybe a long weekend or something, you know, a few days, man, and just laid up, you know. Let the hands rest, let the eyeballs rest a little bit. But But we had left on those trips, man. We would leave from Vegas, especially in the beginning of the summer. We would leave from Vegas, and man, we would hit some small shows, but the big ones we would hit would be like Laughlin River Run in Laughlin, Nevada. That's a big one we would hit. Obviously, Bike Week or Biketoberfest, that's a big one. Laconia, New Hampshire, that's a big one. Yeah, that's the main big ones. But then, like, we would set up. We would set up and do the smaller ones. Like, man, we would hit one a different one every weekend. You know, we just scheduled it out, seeing what's where during the summertime. Boom, boom, boom. Then ran boost, man. I love. We have the weekend ones. You know, probably maybe for say 3 weeks or something before start in Vegas. You know. At the end of the third week, we'd be down in Daytona, you know. But yeah, man, that was good times, you know. Good times, man. That dude passed away, though. Sharky was his name. That's about how he was, too. Sharky. I think he was like a ex-Bago or something. But yeah, he passed away. But I worked at a few shops out there in Vegas, but yeah, man, I haven't seen, man, that's the first time, man, I haven't seen any of my homies in Vegas in a long time, man. Shout out to the homies in Vegas, man. If you ever happen to be watching this, bro, you know, especially like Joe, Ray J, you know, all along those lines, man. Especially you cats, man. Dirt too, Dirt Burner, man. Love, bunch of people, man. A few close ones though, you know. But yeah, I miss all those guys, man. It's been years since I've seen or talked to them, man. Hope everybody's doing amazing down that way, man. If you ever run into this video, man, just know I'll be thinking about you guys. You know, praying for you guys. Everything's good, you know. Caught me right before we got on stream. Where the homie where we're going. So they are expecting us. man, look, now this problem with the rotor I was telling you about, because I did all the brakes. Well, me and my uncle, we did both calipers and both sets of brake pads, right? And this was what was that? Right, man, right when I got down, literally the day after I got down to Mississippi, we had to do that. That's what I was telling y'all. I was like, hey man, the ox was in the ditch, right? So, and what we had to work on Sunday and do it so we could get down to New Orleans the next day with the friends and family for man, rest in peace, Greg Blondio, man. Love you, brother. Man, it was a pleasure to be your friend, dude. Pleasure, bro. Pleasure to be able to call you my friend. But yeah, man, so we had to work on it on Sunday. But listen, I didn't have, like, man, I thought, hey, grab some brake pads, right? But when we got down there and pulled it off, all the brake pads was fine. And the calipers was like sticking closed. So I had to buy 2 calipers and brake pads and we did that, and man, then it got this bad hum at 45. But listen, it's because we didn't replace the rotors. That's why right there. So I don't know, man, it's making more and more noise. It was just making a noise right around 40-45 miles an hour. Now it's making it at 65. See, like the speed I need to be driving, of course. So I'm like, I don't know, man. We might have to do some more work on this thing when we hit New Orleans. Nephew, I might need you, nephew. That tattoo might cost you, right? Hey, my nephew, he a master mechanic though, you know. He's a master mechanic, man. Shout out Bryce, man. Shout out Bryce, man. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know, man. We probably need to do something, but it's like, what I've been thinking is like, I don't want to do all of that work and then the transmission on this thing go out. And listen, we're not speaking nothing, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, if that has to happen on a vehicle like this, man, this thing just got rebuilt. The transmission just got rebuilt in this. That's what I'm saying. These things are notorious, this specific model right here. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I already had to drop 500 and brakes and AC stuff. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I don't want to drop another 500 and then the transmission go out. And then, I don't know. But listen, I don't know. We'll make a decision when we get back to New Orleans. But I think we might have to do something, which, whatever, it's nothing, right? It's nothing, man. Like, even if I got to do it myself, whatever. I don't have no tools, but all my homies got tools. Like, we'll make it happen. I'm not worried. I can do a brake job. Don't think I can't, you know. But, yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, but listen. God told me it wasn't going to be easy, right? The whole thing, the whole trip. Oh, we got somebody here. Stacy, what up, sweetie? What's happening? Hey, how did everything turn out yesterday, man? All good, yeah? But anyway, so yeah, man, I don't know, dude. Look, when I got this car, right? When I got this car, hey man, shout out to the Pugh family, man. Or man, is that how you say it? I think that's how you say it. Shout out to Nick, man. But listen, when I got this car, right from the jump, God put it on me like, hey man, listen, if I could just make it through the trip in this car, then it will have been worth it, you know? So, like, this ain't my forever car. This is just this mission car. I had the Ford Transit Connect van for the last one. And man, that thing was awesome. I love that thing. But it was lowered and had 19-inch wheels with low profile tires on it. So I was thinking, like, with the camera and everything, I'm like, oh, dude, this thing, it'll be no way it'll, I don't know. It just, yeah, I needed to get another car, something not lowered. And then I figured, hey, let me just get a 4-cylinder, all push button, all-wheel drive. But look, this is my 1,500. Look, I paid $1,500 for this. That's it. That's it. That's what I'm telling you. I got, look, it was a blessing. Literally right after I got back, I knew I was going to be looking for another car, and I hit up the homie. I'm like, hey, man. I'm like, bro, I need another car. Keep your eye out for me, right? And listen, anybody up there, man, listen. If you need, let me time out right quick, but if you need any kind of repair work done on your vehicle, man, Mako and Bremerton. And listen, you think Mako be doing some, no, man, listen, top quality. And then on top of that, oh, almost the whole shop follow the Lord, right? So, like, trust me, your car is gonna be done right. You know what I mean? But yeah, check them out, man, if you need any paint work. Look, they do insurance work, all that, you know what I mean? Big old business, man. Like, shout out to the homie, man. And look, he uses that thing to just spread the word, too. That thing being the shop, you know. But anyway, $1,500 is what I got this thing for, man. Man, the Lambishi with the dual turbo modulators, man. I'm telling you, I love this car. Hey, my last car, man, so much stuff happened in that car. I ain't lying. The last day when I knew I was about to, man, I almost cried. Man. It was like a part of me, man. I was like, man, if this car could talk, I know we had a short time together, but man, I felt a connection to it, you know. I'm weird like that, you know. But, oh man, so much stuff happened in that car, and it got me back and forth safely. I mean, I had to replace some stuff on it. Hey, at the same spot, look, let me tell you the story. The first time, last trip, man, I had car problems. Look, right when, I'm talking like 10 miles before my uncle's house, and he's got a lift and all that stuff, right? Now, I mean, I still got to the house, no problem, but what I'm saying is, that the same uncle, and then this, just a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, whenever I came in, exact same thing the next day, me and him was working on the car. So, look, he's got a lift and all of that, and knows how to do a lot of stuff too, you know what I mean? We were trying to get away without replacing the rotors, like, did a great job on the brakes, you know what I mean? But the rotor had, like, from the pads being squeezed, this rotor back here had, was it this one? One of them, I think it was this one. Had some grooves in it. But they wasn't bad. It was only like maybe one decent one, and just like, you know, nothing bad. So we're like, let's see if we can get away with it. Should have dropped another, whatever. I don't know, more than I wanted to spend. That's a fact. Yeah, the Lambishi, man, I'm telling you. Hey, it's all good, man. Hey, look, I done had everything and everything in between, man. Well, about the only thing I haven't had is, say, like a Lambo or a Ferrari. But I mean, I've had everything. I mean, I had 2-3 new cars at the same time. I kept it like that for years. Shoot, I'll buy a new car, and that thing was sitting in the yard for like a month or two before I even drove it. I did that to a couple cars one time. What was that I did? Oh, when I got a 4-door black F-150. When I got that one, that's why I let it sit in there a little while. But anyway, man, listen. But man, ain't none of them been as important as this car and my last car, you know what I'm saying? Well, last time I came down here to my cousin's house, I was in a new Cadillac, a new DTS black. blazed down here in it. That was a good trip too. Man, look, I had that Cadillac on like 100 the whole way, man. Hey, and I was still getting 25, 26 miles to the gallon in that. That tripped me out, right? Because like in those cars, once you, no matter how fast you're going, when you get up, if you're not like mashing down on it for the RPMs, you know, that Northstar motor, it kicks down and only runs on 4 cylinders, you know, when you're up to speed and rolling and just cruising, you know. So yeah, good stuff. Couldn't believe I got that good gas mileage in a DTS. I had a couple of DTSs, a couple DeVilles. I had a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. That was the last nice car I had, the G-Wagon. Man, what? Oh, I can't even. Oh, look, now that's just a couple of the newer cars. That's like the nicer newer cars. I had some other like newer cars, like stuff like this or some, you know, regular cars or what, non-Cadillacs. I mean, non-Mercedes, non-Cadillac. But man, I've had a hit list of old cars. That's my favorite ones. Right now, I'm working on a 1950 Ford F100 pickup. It's chopped and bagged. All the frame is done. It's got the airbags on it. I got the Mustang 2 front end, disc brakes, all brand new too. Not like cut off another frame. I got it on there. 4-link rear. But it's basically, you know, it needs everything else. Like I haven't got a motor for it. I just had a motor for it that I sold right before I left to get it out of my son's backyard. But I wanted a different motor anyway. I wanted like a Coyote motor to put in it. Like 2011 or newer. I think that's the whole running gear I'm gonna put in it. But yeah, I had a 36 Plymouth. I'm talking about done, man. Satin black, big fat white walls. I had a 64 Impala with airbags. Had it on different rims a couple different ways, but I mean, like, you could eat off of it, you know. Clean. Plus like a bunch of cars that were like half done, you know, not like fully painted or, you know, bumper to bumper done. But yeah, I'm a car junkie for sure. Well, I used to say a car junkie, but now I say I'm a transportation junkie. Like anything with wheels, I'm cool with. Hey, like you guys missed it. I got some video though, but man, I was at my dad's on Sunday, man. We went ride 4-wheelers all around, man. After I hacked my finger up, man, we probably went like 10 miles around the country riding 4-wheelers. Then the day or two before that, he tried to give it to me too. He wanted me to bring it, but I'm like, I don't know. It's a little mini bike. Man, I was tearing the roads up on that thing too. One thing I want to get that I never did get though, a good one, is like, man, I want a electric longboard. You know, like a skateboard longboard. I want one of those, man, to cruise around. Like, yeah, an electric one though, you know. So I've seen them, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can get a decent one for like $700, but you know, shipping and handling and all of that. But man, they be charging an arm and a leg. I've seen them like $2,000 for a I know, but they're bad. But I don't know, you know. I ain't. It ain't my like every minute trend. If it was, I'd spend a 2 racks on it, you know. But man, I'm trying to get the $600-700 one. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, just cruising. I love cruising on longboard, man. Just, you know, just taking it easy. What do we got here? We picking up time. So what we got? So we get off here in like 28 miles. Dude, I think I rubbed up on something, you guys. Because look, I don't know what I got. You can't see it, but it's like, I don't know what it is. It's just like a couple of little bumps, and they're both on the backs of my arms right here. So I'm trying to think like that I could have like backed up against some poison ivy because I was all up in the bushes and the weeds these past couple of days. You know, we in the country, man. Like, hey, that how you guys can't see it on Facebook or whatever, but YouTube you can see it. Hey, that's my dad's house from like right the edge of the road, right? It's crazy, man. Dude, I love his house too, man. It's just cool. Like, he's got a lifetime of collecting his little pretties, you know what I'm saying? His little antiques. Yeah, man. Yeah. Pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? My dad, oh man, this dude, my dad, I'm not even joking. This dude can make and fix anything, man. Maybe not make anything. If it's out of metal, he can make it. Dude, this guy, it's so crazy how much alike we are, you know? And like, I don't know, it's just wild, man. Like, the way I mess with art and stuff and the way he messes with art, but we've been apart our whole lives, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like, hey, I grew up like buying and selling and hustling and trading stuff too. I'm talking about I started when I was young, man. And I remember my uncle and my mom both had made comments to me before like, boy, you just like your daddy. Right? That's what they say down south, daddy. You just like your daddy, boy. You know? Hey, and I am too, man. I am too. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's wild, man. But look, the season of strengthening old bonds, right? And building new ones, right? From the foundation, right? Strength, right? Big old new rest area that ain't opened yet. Brevard, we're in Brevard County. So we're through Daytona. Okay, Cocoa Beach, 38 miles. Cocoa Beach, 38 miles. Yeah, man. Oh, I'm excited, man. Hey, I'm trying, maybe, I don't know if we can, but maybe my cuz can take me out on the boat. Because he's got a boat. He does, I know he does stuff like maybe he takes people fishing or something. I don't know if it's like a charter boat or, I'm not sure, but I know, well, I told you guys that story, what he told me, and this happened right when I got back, like the first day I was back from the last trip. When I got back up to Washington, when I was like, oh man, I need to call my cuz, because I never did call him back and officially tell him I couldn't make it. So I'm like, oh, Melbourne, 182 miles. I didn't officially tell him I couldn't make it, you know. So when I hit him back, man, he started telling me about so check this out, 2 friends of his, right, hit him up and was like, hey, is there any way that you could take us out to dump my mom's ashes on the water? And he was like, man, yeah, he's like, I would be honored. Of course I would do that for you guys. These are friends of his, I guess, right? He's like, of course I'd be honored, right? So he said something was telling him, and so to pick out the right spot. Okay, so, and he was trying to go to, you know, and he knows all about the currents and the miles out. He wanted to make all the perfect conditions to be where it was a clear spot of water, right? And he said he was messing with all the coordinates, and he said he wanted it to add up to 94. Okay, that's how old the missus was that passed that transition that got her angel wings, right? listen, we got to stop saying dying, right? Unless you're not with the Lord. If you're not with the Lord, then maybe you could use that word. But man, if you're with the Lord, man, listen, we transition, man. Let's call it what it is. But anyway, he said he fooled around and fooled around and fooled around. And he said the first spot, it was like 14 miles out. So he's like, nah, can't do that. That's way too far out there, So he's like, he adds it up again. He adds it up again, and on like it took three or four times, but he comes up with a spot where it's like perfect. It's gonna be, I think he said 4 miles out, right? So he's like, okay, perfect, that's doable. So then I don't know if it was the next day or 2 days later, whatever it was. Soon, he takes them out on the boat, right? And they have the Mrs. Ashes, and they get to the spot. And he says, man, I poured the ashes, or not him, but they dumped put the ashes in the water. And, man, he said that there was something that appeared under the water. He said it was about 30 foot down, right? And he tells me, he's like, he's like, I'm out on the water multiple times a week for the last 30 years. He said, man, I ain't never seen nothing like this. And look, when I called him, I video called him, and immediately, you could tell something was up, and this had just happened that day. But he said they put the ashes in the water, and he said this thing was about 30 foot under the water, and he said it was white. It was like a vibrant white, but he said on top of the water, the ashes started, from the current, this and that, the ashes started moving. And he said this thing under the water was mimicking the same movement as the ashes, right? But he said this thing was as big as a car up under the water, huge and white. And he's like, dude, there's no way that anything physical, right, like a fish, could have made these shapes and moved. He said this thing was like squeezing together and twirling multiple, and then I called him. That evening I called him. So it was like, what time was it? It was like just getting dark, so like 5, 6, so it was probably like 2, 3 in the afternoon. Like he just got back. But anyway, he tells me, he's like, he goes, since I got back, I've just been sitting here in silence thinking about this. He said, man, I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. So you know me, I'm like, what you think it was? Because I already know, right? He said, I think it was a welcoming committee or something like that. Like, you mean like angels? Yep. But man, I could tell that this situation touched him. And look, this conversation was multi-level, because my cousin didn't know any of the things that I had been going through on that last trip, and I had said none to him, right? Which I would have if I would have seen him in person. So he starts, after he's telling me that story, I'm like, oh, perfect. Now he's totally going to understand why I wasn't able to make it, right? And so then I started telling him, a thing or two that happened on the last trip, right? So anyway, but yeah, so he's the one. We're going down to, not where we're about to go right now. The place we're going right now is the homies. The next place, I'll hit him up when we get there and let him know I'm in the area, and we'll see what's a good time, Switch lanes here. But yeah, man. So I'm definitely interested to see my cousin and chat with him some more, chat with him some more about God and life. And I want to dig in, we had a good conversation, man. We probably was on the phone a half hour at least, but you know, between him telling me the story and then me telling him the story, you know, I'm sure some of the fine-tuned details, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to dig into, I want to hear about it some more, you know. But yeah, man. I'm telling you guys, look, sooner or later, right? Sooner or later, hopefully sooner rather than later, you will realize, hey man, there's something to this, bro. Because I assure you it is. I assure you. I don't assure people of much, but that right there I will. I'll assure you that I'll disappoint you in some kind of way, right? And probably sooner than later than that too. But he won't. He won't. That's what I'm saying. Oh, Kennedy Space Center. Look, before going back to my cousin, that's originally what he had hit me up about. He's like, bro, he's like, come down here for one of the launches, dude. He's like, we could watch it. We could watch it right from my house, you know, or right, I think he said his house. If not, he's like right by the beach, you know. But anyway, that's originally what I had planned to go to. I wanted to see something like that, but you know, we just went down when we had the time. But yeah, look, I gotta, if I never did a trip like this or something, man, I would never get to see all of my people because of being up there in Washington, you know. Like, I could fly to a spot, right? But man, I know people all over down here. Like, if I fly down here, I'm gonna have to rent a car. Rent a car for like a month? Man, I ain't trying to spend that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man, it ain't that kind of party. And I can't, you know, who's got a good car to loan for a month? Like, hey, dude, I know you hadn't seen me in a long time, but let me borrow your car for a month and put a couple thousand miles on it. No problem, right? No, man, we can't do that, you know. Listen, when you leave, I told you guys this, when we leave, we want to be invited back if we want to come, you know. You don't want it to be a situation where it's like, phew, man, I'm glad he's gone. Trust me, there's already enough bullish with me already without having to borrow your car, right? So, yeah, that's what leads us to this. But hey, you know, you want to know how I know I was in Florida last night? Dude, I'm sitting at the red light right before I pulled in, right before I was going to in Lake City, right? Meeting up with my people last night, man, Craig and Erica. But right before that, I'm sitting at the red light. I'm the first car at the red light, and boom, on the road, right in front of me goes across. Look, it's a Ford Ranger pickup, the little bitty Ford Ranger pickup, and this thing is on like 24-inch rims or something with low-profile tires. Now, it's still a work truck. He's still got some stuff in the back, it looked like, I think, carrying around. But boy, he has some big old 24-inch chrome rims with low-profile tires. Like, dude, on a Ford Ranger. A Ford Ranger. Hey. Look, I like Ford Rangers. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with a Ford Ranger, but put 24s on it? I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, it was a cool sight, though. I should have took a picture of it, but it was like, you know, it went by too quick. I was like, I looked up, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in Florida. I'm in Florida. Look, they call those, well, not really a 24. Now they got 30-inch rims and like just bonkers, man. The things are so huge and it literally looks like one layer of rubber around the rim. But look, they call them donks, if y'all don't know about that. But it's notorious. They're notorious for having them, making them in Florida. You know, that's where that's where it already, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it started in Florida. But they do the ones, you'll see them, it'll be like a car with 30s on it, and then the car's painted up like Home Depot or Trix cereal or Lucky Charms or Pepsi or Coke. Yeah, it's crazy. They'll paint their whole car up with the company's logo. Hey, and not being paid for it either. Like, that's what they like. That's the style. But you know, I like big rims on my car too. I'm not even going to front like I don't. Man, let me get an Escalade or a Cadillac or something, man. I'll put a little something on it, you know, but 30s and have to get everything modified, like you got a four-wheel drive on low-profile tires, basically, lift kit and all. I don't know, man. That's a little much for me, but I'm definitely down with the 22s on a DTS. Like a deuce looks perfect on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's good. And you got a nice little tire, and they ride. Cadillac rides good, and you know, you don't even feel it or whatever, you know. But yeah, a Ford Ranger pickup, man. I was like, what? But look, it wasn't like a show truck either. You could tell it was like dudes. But it wasn't super. Well, I'm not saying it was beat up or anything, but you know, it was a Ford Ranger with, like, dude, it could have been bigger than that. I say 24s. It wasn't like 30s. It wasn't like super ridiculous. You know what I mean? But yeah, sure enough, land of the donks, man, land of the donks. But man, that was some cool towns. I tried to point out that I don't know if you guys could see it, but I tried to point out that gas station to y'all, because like I could tell the pumps were new, but the gas station was completely still like old tin, and it was like an old store. But you know, I don't know, that stuff's cool, man. I like that stuff. Everybody wants like big, bright, glitz, glamour, you know, high, man. Listen, man, dude, I feel so blessed that I know that that's not what life's about. Money and like trying to acquire possessions, right? Because some people work their whole life trying to get, like, hey, if I could just get this car, or hey, if I could just get this house, you know. And I'm not talking about a house, I'm talking about, like, you know, something just bonkers, you know. But I'm glad that I've seen the light, you know. I'm glad that I know that that's not what it's about, you know. I had that time in my life, you know what I'm saying, where, like, you know, I'm trying to have 5-6 cars at one time, or not trying, but had, just could, you know. So, man, I was a person of excess everything, man. Excess everything. But listen, you spend your whole life working away to realize, like, man, that ain't what it's about. No, I'm not telling you don't work, dude. Don't get it twisted. I'm not telling you be a bum. I'm just saying, make sure your priorities in order, dude. Look, because there's nothing wrong with money, right? It doesn't say money is the root of all evil. It does not say that. It says the love of money, right? The love of money, right? Well, it's that necessary evil, like, you got to make some, right? I get it. But you see what we're by. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm talking about, bro. I don't know if I can read that right now. Looks like a long one. Let me, I'll catch it here in a little bit. But yeah, man. The love of money, right? But look, I sure didn't feel like that when it happened. Trust me, it sure didn't feel like that when I was destroying everything, you know what I mean? Like, it felt horrible, you know? But yeah, man, get you enough that's good for you and your family, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, I get you know, a decent sized house. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Nice little, man, looks good, you know what I'm saying? Like a bigger house. I'm talking about like, bro, a 15 room this, and you know, that type of, you know. And look, trust me, look, my house was, when I got it, I think it was $699. I think it was $699, and then I put about 80 into it before I ever even moved in. I like changed up all the floors, but yeah, ridiculous, dude. My house note was like $4,200 a month. Not even, I'm serious. $4,200 a month. Crazy. And I had like what's my car note? 1,500, like, and some change, like a solid 15. All right, man. Look, we about to get off. We're almost here right now. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, man. Like, stupid, right? Crazy to think about it. Like, man, everything I got on me right now ain't if you put those two together, 7,000-8,000, you know what I'm saying? Like, how crazy is that, dude? Just to, right? I'm telling you, man, listen, they fooled us, dude. They fooled us, right? I mean, I'm not blaming them for my downfall, but I'm saying, like, this little American dream thing that they got us all hooked on, right? They fooled us, man, and they got us still, not me, but they got a bunch of folks still struggling, right? Thinking the whole, man, if I, like, man, I can't, you know, I can't have that. Bro, you seen car notes? Dude, I had a Benz G-Wagon for what a regular pickup truck goes for these days. It's crazy. I mean, not a regular, but you know, what was that thing, 140, 150,000? But I mean, a truck's over $100,000. A regular truck, you know? It's crazy, man. Let's see. There you guys go. Hey, shout out Craig. Thank you, brother. For he has been mindful of the humble state of his servant. From now on, all generations will call me blessed. For the mighty one has done great things for me. Holy is his name. This is Luke chapter 1, verse 48 and 49. So, absolutely. Amen. Yeah, we're here, man. Oh, dude, it says I'm arriving in 3 minutes, so we must be close. Hold on 1 second here. Yo, what up, boo?
What's happening?
I just got off the highway.
Alright, well, yeah. Just trying to clean up my room a little.
Bro, yeah, look, I'll see you. Look, the thing is on camera. I'm like a couple red lights from you. I'll see you in a sec.
Okay, I'll see you.
Alright, man.
Alright, bro.
Later. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Dang, I haven't seen my boy in years, man. Said what? 7 years, about something like that. Give or take. Where we at now? We go through this one still. Dang, that house is right up Dude, y'all hear that? Dude, I know y'all got to be able to hear that freaking what you call it, man? The rotor. The rotor. What did he say? It's on the right. Which house is it? Boom. Right here. Row 6, yeah. Let's see here. Let me put the back in. Man, that's a nice lifted truck. That thing's huge. About to pull off the driveway. Like the driveway's kind of narrow, so let's. Get all the way over here. All right. Boom. Where's he at? Didn't he say he was gonna be outside? Man, he already lied to me. He said he was gonna be outside. What up, dude?
Yeah.
Look at that. What's up,
What's up, brother? How you been, man? Shit, ain't seen anybody from home in a long time, brother. Yeah. Driving this car looks nice, bro.
Bro,
Does it
I
have a
love this
problem?
car. No, this car is
No?
perfect, bro. I've been
Yeah.
having some issues. Well, you online right now?
What's up, people?
Yeah, no, this car. I've been having some issues, but it ain't no thing, bro. It's just.
Oh, you got all that. I didn't know you had one of them.
Yeah. What, you thought I was just doing it from my phone?
No, I thought you were.
No, dude, look. Starlink internet, and then there's a big power supply under back there. But yeah, you need the computer.
You need that little, how much is that camera thing?
that will
Fucking couple grand,
almost
probably.
700. Not just for the camera, but for the it's got like a little case with like a microphone case and a little thing that came with it. So it was like a couple more pieces, but yeah. Well, look,
You got any weed?
I don't smoke no more.
Oh, you don't?
No, I quit, bro. I quit, man. Hey, listen, I love you guys. I'll see you soon, man. I'll tap back in with y'all, because clearly he don't care about being online, so it might not be a big deal. But listen, I'm about to go in here and chat with my folks for a bit, man. I love it. Look. Oh, look, there you are. What's up, dog? What's up?
Oh, it's good to see you.
Yes, ma'am. How are you doing?
Oh, you look good,
You
Daddy.
look good. You look good. Here, let me cut this stuff off and I'll be out of here.
Okay, come in.
All right, love you guys, man. See you guys soon. Look, I love it, man. Look, man, listen. You see it,
You just
right?
been driving all